video this and post this online as well. So if you can't join live and you would like to do a chair practice in the future, that is also available. So we're just starting. All you need is just a chair without wheels. Go ahead and take a comfortable seat. Shoes can be on or off. We'll take a nice deep breath in. Go ahead and reach your arms up over your head just briefly. Think about lengthening both sides of the trunk, lengthening your spine. On an exhale, bring your hands together at heart center, and then just let your hands relax comfortably on your lap. So we're going to start with just a few moments of mindfulness, just starting to notice how we feel. So a big component of our yoga practice is that concept of being in the present. So there's lots of things going on around us right now. This is a very difficult and challenging time, especially in the healthcare world. So we need something that's tangible that we're able to hold on to, that we can control ourselves. So I want you to think about that in regards to your breathing. So just start to either lower your gaze or blink your eyes closed and just notice your breath today. Notice the quality of your breath. Notice where you feel your breath. Do you tend to breathe more into the chest, the middle part of your rib cage, or your belly? And notice any emotions that come up as you begin to notice your breathing. So after just these few moments of observation, I invite you to begin to lengthen the breath. If it helps you to shift the breath low into the belly, we're going to work towards that. You might choose to place one hand over your heart, one hand over the low belly, just so you can feel a little bit of grounding as we work on that belly breathing. So as you lengthen both parts of the breath, I want you to think about breathing into the belly hand, allowing that belly to expand out. And as you exhale, slowly releasing the breath through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And as you continue to breathe in this way, just noticing once again kind of what comes up for you. Doing your best to stay focused on the present, the here and now. Try to put a pause on the mind chatter, on the worry, the anxiety, the stress that you're feeling. Just let that go outside of this space for a short amount of time here. Think about breathing in a sense of peace and calm. Exhaling fear or worry. Inhaling strength. Exhaling self-doubt. Inhaling love. Exhaling hatred. Breathing into that low belly, a feeling of positivity. Exhaling negativity. Take a few more breaths into the low belly at your own pace. Think about this concept of being in the present. So there's been studies that show that a regular mindfulness practice, whether that be yoga or meditation, conscious relaxation, can actually help us to stay healthier and reduce the duration of cold symptoms, viruses, disease severity, and duration. So this is something that we really need to do for ourselves, for our families, and for our patients. We'll take a couple of cleansing breaths next. So you're going to inhale deeply through the nose and exhale through the mouth. One more time, breathing in through the nose. Exhale heavy through the mouth. Think about letting everything go on that exhale. One more time, breathing deeply in through the nose. Open your mouth nice and wide, exhale. Good. The next time you breathe in, sweep your arms either forward or up, lift your hands up towards the ceiling, lift your gaze. As you exhale, bring the hands together at heart center. One more time, inhale, big sweep with one or both arms, look up. Exhale, hands together at heart center, and just pause for a moment here, dropping your chin slightly downward towards your heart. Create an intention for your practice today. Maybe your intention is focusing on staying in the moment. Maybe it's your focus on self-care. Maybe there's someone in your life that needs a little bit of extra TLC right now. And just start to lower your hands down. You can either take your hands and bring them to the sides of your chair, or you can tuck them underneath your thighs. I want you to take a little bit more of an upright position in your chair. So thinking about lifting the top of the head up, relaxing your arms down so you're grounding through the shoulders. Take a breath in. As you exhale, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Start to feel some length into the side of the neck. And slowly allow your chin to fall down to the chest, breathing into the back of the neck. And then bring your left ear to your left shoulder. And then slowly coming back down, chin to chest. And then right ear, right shoulder. We'll pause for a moment here. And then if it's available to you, just taking that left wrist, maybe circling it out, or flexing and extending through the wrist, or pressing those fingers down towards the floor. If you feel some additional tension in your neck, I want you to try tipping your chin downward towards your shoulder on that same side, or maybe tipping it up towards the ceiling. And then slowly releasing your head back to neutral. Let that left hand relax. This time, go ahead and drop that right ear towards your right shoulder. Left ear, left shoulder, the second side. And go ahead and circle out that wrist or point and flex it, whatever feels good for you. And as you reach towards the floor with those right fingertips, tip your chin downward towards that left shoulder or up towards the ceiling, starting to feel some length into the neck. And then slowly make your way back to center. Just releasing the arms. We're going to start to roll the shoulders back. So you're going to inhale the shoulders up, exhale, send them down and back. Do that a few times at your own pace, really thinking about releasing tension out of the face and the jaw. And then we'll move in a forward direction, so raising them up, releasing them down. Continuing to breathe, doing your best not to let your mind wander. And then one more time in the backwards direction. Inhale to float, exhale, release. Inhale to float, exhale, release. Last time, inhale as you exhale, release down. Go ahead and reach your arms up over your head as you breathe. We're going to bring the hands together to touch. We'll take our steeple grip. So palms to touch. Interlace all your fingers, but the pointer finger and the thumb. Breathe in, lengthen both sides of the trunk. And as you exhale, we're going to tip towards the right. Good. Coming back to center, breathe in. As you exhale, tip to the second side. Really breathing into that side body, grounding down through the sitting bones. Good, come back to center. Inhale, bring the hands up, pressing the palms up towards the ceiling, tipping your pelvis forward, lifting through your heart. Variation of seated cow. Then as you exhale, I want you to let your spine round. So rounding the spine, tucking the tailbone under, separating the shoulder blades. As you inhale, sweep the arms up, tip the pelvis forward, look up, seated cow. As you exhale, round the spine, separate the shoulder blades, seated cat. So So we'll do a few more cycles of those. Inhale, sit tall, pelvis tips forward, cat. Exhale, round, seated cat. Inhale, lengthen, seated cow, look up. Exhale, round, pull your belly in. Good, one more time at your own pace here. Breathe in, shifting the pelvis forward. As you exhale, round and tuck, seated cat. Good, inhale, come back to that neutral spine. This time, press your palms forward. Drop your chin slightly down. Feel that separation in the shoulder blades. Breathe into the middle part of your back. Good. Go ahead and lift your gaze forward. This time, walk your pelvis a little bit more forward. Bring your hands back behind you, so they're back towards the back edge of the chair. Pull your shoulder blades together, opening up the chest, and then lift the chin. Breathing into the heart center, coming out of that rounded shoulder posture. Take a couple of nice deep breaths here. Notice how you feel. Just moving the body a little bit. A lot of us have been doing more sitting of late. Just allowing that spine to move a little bit more. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, release down. Go ahead and walk your feet out nice and wide. So your knees are going to be pointing out. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to start to come forward into a forward fold with wide legs. So for some of us, we might stop here on our thighs and not lower our head below our hearts. For some of us, we might be able to round the spine, drop the head down, and just enjoy a little bit of a stretch into the low back. So you're going to do what works for you. Just kind of notice how you feel here. And maybe walk the hands over to one side. Just take a pause, either down towards the ankle or over towards the knee. Starting to invite a little bit of a side stretch here. And then coming back through the center, making your way over to the second side. Allowing that tension to release out of the neck. Good, coming back to center. Slowly walk your hands up onto your thighs. So take a nice deep breath in. You're gently pressing your knees out to the side. We're going to take that left shoulder and let it fall inward as we turn and look to the right. So as we do this, we're going to press that left knee out to the side. So just a gentle spine twist here, a little bit of an opening through the inner thigh on this leg. Keep your chest lifted as you twist. Come back to center, take a breath in. As you exhale, this shoulder is going to dip in. Turn and gaze back to that left corner now. Pressing that right knee slightly outward, feeling a little bit of an inner thigh stretch. And then slowly breathing in, coming back to center. Go ahead and slowly bring your trunk back up. Toe heel your feet back in. Actually, we're going to keep them out wide, I lied. This time what we're going to do is take a nice deep breath in, sit nice and tall, and we're going to start to turn to the right here. So you're going to take your legs a little bit wider, and you're going to bring your buttocks just towards the edge of the seat here. This is why it's good to have a sturdy chair and not one with wheels. So that right knee and foot are going to be angled, knee over the ankle. You're going to let this knee drop down. So you want that left thigh to be tucked under. You're tucking the tailbone under. You're pressing in the front of that hip forward. So it's a low lunge variation. And if you can't quite get your up to the ball of your foot, you can just relax that foot and however feels good to you. We're looking to get a hip flexor stretch on that outer leg. So do your best to kind of point that kneecap to the floor. You can either hold on to your armrest or you can reach one or both of your arms up over your head. Try to keep shoulders in line with the pelvis here. So tailbone tucks under, front of that left hip presses forward, and you're breathing. Think about relaxing the tops of the shoulders, lifting your gaze slightly, Take one more breath in. As you exhale, we're gonna open up our legs nice and wide and pivot that left foot slightly outward. So we're preparing for our warrior two pose. So your front knee is over the ankle. On an inhale, you're gonna lift your arms up to shoulder height. So try to just use that chair to prop your buttocks on and your thigh, just so a little bit of balancing here. So that back foot is mostly almost toed out, pointing forward, maybe slightly inward. And you're gonna look forward over that front hand, so your right hand. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. This is warrior two. Relax your face. Take a nice deep breath in, grounding down through the legs. Good. As you exhale, turn that front palm up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, we're gonna tip a little bit backwards here, opening that side body on the right, reverse warrior. Try to be nice and gentle on your back fingertips. Remember, we're not forcing anything here. We're looking for our comfortable edge. Keep breathing. Good. Inhale, come back to warrior two, looking over that right hand. And as you exhale, release everything down. Scoot back on your chair a little bit. We're gonna keep our legs nice and wide. We're gonna do the same thing on the second side. So this time, that left knee is gonna start to point forward or to the side wall. We're gonna tuck that trailing leg under, so the kneecap on the back leg is pointing towards the floor for our low lunge. So what we're looking for is that back leg hip flexor stretch. You're gonna tighten up your glute on this side. Think about pressing the front of the hip forward, knee over ankle on your front leg. Breathe in, lift your arms up. Maybe lifting the chest slightly, being mindful. If you have any shoulder issues, maybe you just lift one arm up or you use an arm on the chair armrest. Keep breathing. Think about breathing into the legs and just using your chair as a prop. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, pivot that back heel down. Open your legs up, open your arms up, looking over that left hand on the front arm. Warrior two. Nice wide stance here. Try to get that back knee straight as you ground down through that back foot. Knee over ankle on your front leg. Pull those belly muscles in towards your spine. On an inhale, turn your front palm up. As you exhale, reverse your warrior. So nice and gentle on this back hand, barely resting your fingertips on your calf or your thigh. Start to find some breath into that front left side of your trunk. Keep breathing here. Good. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Looking over that left hand, gazing ahead. Relax your face. Relax the tops of the shoulders. Good. As you exhale, lower your arms down. Slowly scoot your butt back. Toe heel your feet in, so they're about hips distance apart. On an inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Look up. As you exhale, bring the hands together at heart center, and then let your arms relax on your thighs or dangle towards the floor. Forward fold. Your spine is rounded. Breathe in. Straighten out your spine. Come to that flat back position. When you do this, you're going to pull your shoulder blades together and you're kind of perched forward. On your next exhale, let your spine round. Relax your neck, either to your thighs or to the floor. As you inhale, I want you to press through your feet. Take your time. Come all the way up. Look up. Exhale, bring the hands together. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up. This time as you exhale, I want you to open your chest. Pull your elbows towards your sides. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, forward fold to your thighs or you have the floor. Relax your neck. Breathe in, flat back. Perch, shoulder blades draw together, heart lifts. Exhale, round and fold. Press through your feet, reach your arms all the way up. Look up. Exhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good, one more time. Inhale, reach your arms up. Look up, exhale, open your chest. Pull the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, round your spine. Breathe in, flat back. Pull the shoulder blades together. Exhale, round and fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Go ahead and release your hands. If you're comfortable standing, go ahead and take, you're going to walk around to the back part of your chair. So I'm just going to turn my chair to the side so you can see me, but you can either do this against a chair back or you could also do it against a wall. So you're going to walk your hands back and we're going to move into our chair dog. So you're going to have your hands on your chair back, walk your feet back, and kind of press through the sitting bones. So you're finding some length into the armpits, the spine, and the back of the legs. So try to keep your head and neck in line with your spine. Think about pressing your heart towards the floor, maybe shifting your weight back towards your heels. And you can add a little bit of movement here if that feels good, to shift your hips from side to side or pedal out the feet a little bit. Kind of doing what feels right for your body. On your next breath in, go ahead and start to come up, keeping your belly tight. Walk your feet more forward towards the back edge of the chair. We're going to do one balance pose before we come back to sitting here. So from here, you can have your chair either in front of you or to the side of you. We're going to make our way into tree pose. So standing nice and tall in mountain pose, your weight is going to be distributed evenly between your right and left feet. I want you to start to shift your weight onto the right foot. So you're going to shift your weight here, holding onto the chair if you need to, keeping your hips level. Come to kickstand. So kickstand is just heel to the ankle, hips are level, hands can be at heart center, or you can raise one or both of them up. If this feels good to you in kickstand, you can start to shift that foot up to your calf or even your inner thigh. Be mindful of your posture here. So you're lifting through the top of your head, rooting down through your foot, and keeping your hips level. Focal points are good for balance poses. So if there's something that you can fix your gaze on, you're going to do that. Once again, holding the chair or having it nearby if you need to. Taking one more breath in for length. As you exhale, release everything through heart center. Go ahead and circle out that standing leg. We're going to shift our weight to the second side now. So shifting your weight to that second side, standing tall, being mindful to not allow your hip to pop out to the side. Come to kickstand first, hands at heart center, really grounding through that standing leg. If you want that additional challenge, you're going to try sliding your foot up your leg. Continuing to breathe as you gather energy and pull it into your body. If you want to explore some expanded branches, you can reach your arms up over your head. Keep breathing as you hold. Think about drawing your belly in, softening the bottom of that foot, relaxing the tops of your shoulders. Good. One more inhale. As you exhale, release everything, come back to center. Go back to your chair back now. Go ahead and just take your forearms, resting them on the back of the chair. We're going to round our spine and come to an assisted forward fold here. So just soft bend in the knees. Let your head relax and soften onto your forearms. Kind of thinking about pulling your belly button in towards your spine. If that feels good to you, you might walk your hands over to one side of the chair, just inviting a little bit more of a side stretch. You can do that same thing on the second side. And slowly coming back to the center. Maybe blinking your eyes closed here if this feels good to you. And just taking a moment to notice how you feel. Start to lengthen the breath again, inhaling and exhaling into the belly. Take a moment of gratitude for your body and everything that it does for you each and every day. For good health. And for dedicating this time to take care of yourself. When you feel ready, start to use the chair to assist you coming back to standing, walking your feet in. And then we'll do our final relaxation from a seated position. So go ahead and just take a comfortable seat in your chair. This time you can just allow yourself to relax back in the chair. Maybe stretch out your legs a little bit. I want you to get comfy like you would for your traditional relaxation in yoga, which is our Shavasana or corpse pose. You can let your arms relax on the chair rests, on your tummy, on your legs, whatever feels good for you. This is really those last few moments of our practice that's kind of used to bottle up everything that you experienced during this practice that felt good to you and take it with you as you leave your mat or your chair. So I invite you to breathe in deeply through the nose. Exhale a big heavy sigh through the mouth. And do that one more time. Inhale through the nose. Big exhale through the mouth. Allow your eyes to close or take your gaze down. And once again, notice how you're feeling here as we come to the end of our practice today. Notice any sensations that you feel in the body. Notice how you feel emotionally. Notice the quality of your breath. Do your best to let go of any remaining tension that you feel, of any mind chatter. Repeat these phrases to yourself. I am healthy. I am strong. I am loved. I am healthy. I am strong. I am loved. I am enough. When you feel ready, gently begin to deepen your breath. Maybe wiggle the toes or open and close the hands. And then when you feel ready, take a little bit more of an upright position in your chair, still keeping your eyes closed or your gaze lowered. We'll bring the hands together at heart center. Drop your chin down. Take one deep breath into your heart. Yogis, I send you off with peace and strength. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. If you have any comments or questions, I just want to say thank you for joining. If you have any comments or questions, please shoot me an email, and look forward to seeing everybody again. Thank you.